Okay, Secretary report. The minutes were mailed out from the last meeting. Also, the video segments from the last meeting are also up on YouTube and also linked over to the Facebook page. Now, I've got something I want to cover real quick. I'm going to come up here and talk. Come here.
Yep.
There you go. Don't know how many of you guys actually look at the calendar that's been sent out every month. I decided, because it was running from the 1st to the end of the month, I decided to change the calendar. And the reason why is, when you look at our meeting dates, our meetings are always in the middle, literally the middle of the month. Well, if I put the calendar out, by the time we get to the meeting date, everything in the first half of that month is already history. It's gone. So I thought, okay, great, well, let's change the calendar. So now I'm revised a new calendar, and probably later today or tomorrow it'll be sent out. I've changed the way the calendar works, and the way it works, the way it's going to work now is the first of the calendar is going to be the week of the meeting. It's going to run through the week of the next meeting. So like the calendar is going to send out, it's going to start this week, it'll run through the end of the month, and then end the week of the July meeting. So that covers everything in that month up to our meeting. So it's going to go from meeting date to meeting date, month to month that way. So I want to keep that in mind.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I should have done that years ago. Now, something else I want to cover here. All the minutes that have been sent out are also up on the Facebook page. And they're all up there from early 2022. Also, all of the video from all these meetings are also, thanks to me, are also up on YouTube, and with the link shared to the Facebook page. Now, the way I look at it, all those videos, and the minutes too for that matter, are all history. And it doesn't matter to me. It's no sweat off my back. It doesn't cost me anything to keep those up on YouTube, also on Facebook. But my point is that if it's all history and no one's looking at it, the minutes and also the videos, why keep it up there? And I know it's not many of the videos are being seen, because on my page where I can upload everything, I can look at all the count of the views of every individual video, and they're all like less than 10, maybe 20 or 25 at the most. But if no one's looking at those, there's not really a point to keep up there. Now, the real reason I started doing this is that it's really easy for me to record all these meetings, go home, download it to the computer, and I can type up the minutes that way and go through and listen to it 2 or 3 times if I need to, make a more complete version of the minutes rather than sit here and try and scribble down notes. So that's the reason I do that. Now, also too, for people that don't show up here at our meetings, if they're watching on YouTube or watching on the Facebook page, they can see all those videos. So I guess what I'm getting around to is, do we want to keep up, or should I keep up all the minutes and the link to the videos, also to all the videos themselves over on YouTube? Doesn't matter to me, folks. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to get a consensus what we should do. Also, for the calendar, I was thinking about you, Terry. We could actually create a contest calendar, put it in a calendar form.
What you're saying is exactly correct, because I don't get the magazine anymore, but if you look out online, it's a full month, and it is really a kind of a pain in the butt to figure out, okay, today's the Saturday's a meeting, which contest, and I have to go forward to pick up for till the next meeting. So it's a pain.
So, Bill, we appreciate your efforts on that one, and this is just my opinion. Okay. I think adding the calendar of the contest to your calendar would be a good idea, and I don't know so much about the typed minutes, but I think the videos would be helpful for people to continue to watch on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But it's a matter of what you're willing to keep doing.
Well, I'm willing. Even now, this is my 3rd year as being secretary, and of course, by our rules, our regulations, and bylaws, we do 3 years on a term. Well, this is my 3rd year. Now, whoever takes it over from me, they can do the minutes. I can still record the meetings, and also do the calendar. I can continue to do that, no problem. I can do that. But going back into history, do we want to keep up all the videos and minutes from, say, all of 2022 and even last year for that matter. If we want, we can leave them up. Comment?
I'm going to suggest that maybe for a year's worth, but older than that, I mean, the minutes, we may need them archived someplace for history if we want to go back and look something else up, but I don't know that, certainly not the videos and whether they need to be on the Facebook or not, but I would say that we need to keep at least a year's worth for people to be able to go back and look at.
Okay, now for the minutes.
We vote on that meeting type
Huh?
of questions.
Pardon?
I say, so that they can look at what was that actual motion that we made 6 months ago about who knows what.
Now, as far as the minutes are concerned, archived, I've still got all the minutes in my computer. So they're all there. Now, the videos I don't keep because I don't have a big enough computer. I don't have a 2 terabyte computer for that. But the minutes, yeah, they're all archived. Sam?
I'm just going to say, and this goes back 30 years ago, I was secretary of the Fraternal Order Police Lodge in Kentucky. And the Fraternal Order Police trained our secretaries. We had secretaries training. And what they told us back then, and this was before videos, people were wanting to use tape recorders to record our meetings. And they said, that's fine if you use them just till you go home and type up the minutes. But then delete the video or delete the recordings immediately as soon as you're done with them, because they can be used in court, and if 2 people get in an argument in a room, they could end up in a lawsuit, and you don't want that kind of detail available. So when you type that, when you do that in your written minutes, you shouldn't say, Hal called Mac an SOB, you say discussion ensued is what we use.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
kind of stuff, that kind of neuters a lot of this stuff. But anyway, they said, so to me, the same thing kind of applies to having the videos of the meetings. And I think that, it's one thing if somebody does a presentation, Tom does a presentation on antennas, is having that, and we should keep that where people can go. But to be able to go in and see all the discussion that goes on in a meeting, could just get us into some real liability problems somewhere down the line if anything ever breaks loose. And that goes back 30 years from lawyers for the FOP.
Clarence?
From experience, I would say just keep them on Facebook and on YouTube for 18 months maximum. Delete them and you've got them saved elsewhere anyway.
Okay. All right.
Except for the videos.
Except for the videos. But I don't have the videos saved.
And by the way, the written minutes need to be archived forever. They need to be passed down from secretary to secretary. Because that can come up. I mean, we have issues right now with what did we vote to approve 3 years ago on the 21 site for money and stuff like that. So we need to be able to go back and look at the written.
Terry?
Well, the government attorneys will tell you to keep all information forever. Private attorneys will tell you delete all information immediately. Unless we get a freedom of information request or an order from a judge, we're not subject to the FOIA stuff. So I would say videos, a year's a little long for me, but if that's what the group would care to do, the minutes are, again, I can't see why you'd want it more than a term of the officer who's keeping it.
Yeah. And I would say keep the minutes for duration because it's our historical knowledge. As far as the videos go, I would say even 6 months might be a max. Maybe that previous 3 months would be a max.
Unless it's a lesson presentation.
Right. If it's a training presentation, then we would probably want to keep it
Keep
longer.
that, yeah.
And let me add, as the treasurer of this club, I was handed a thumb drive that had all the conditions, statement of conditions, everything you see it from me, I have as far back as Arnie had. And, I plan on passing that to the next treasurer. That stuff, a thumb drive holds a lot of stuff. You can pass in written, these documents.
Do you have it on 2 drives, one for real and one for backup? I'm serious. It's a real question.
It's actually on my OneDrive.
Okay, so you have it. Good.
And on my computer.
Clarence, you had another comment?
Yes, before I retired, I was records coordinator for a state agency. We had a policy in writing saying how long to keep each item. And some of them have to be kept for legal reasons for probably 5 years. But in this case, I'd say 18 months is plenty of time, and you've got to back up with some of the information like the minutes. So 18 months would be plenty of time.
All right, and like I say, for the videos, you know, I don't have a problem leaving it up on my YouTube channel. I mean, that doesn't cost me a dime. It doesn't cost me anything. So, but it does take time to upload those things because I don't have fiber optic. Anyway, that's a whole other issue. Okay, anybody else comments? Nothing. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, thank you.